Welcome to North Dakota State Library's webinar on Digital Horizons. And in this one, we will discuss how great a treasure trove this online archive is. My name is Angie Hauser, and I'm the Continuing Education Coordinator and the Digital Co-Coordinator here at the North Dakota State Library. So in my positions, I do webinars like this in training, but as a digital co-coordinator, digital initiatives co-coordinator, I help run our side of Digital Horizons, and doing that is digitizing items as well as promoting it. So it's a little bit of mix of both. I hope you all will enjoy this webinar. Everyone is on mute. If you have a question, please feel free to share it in the chat. If there's an opportunity, I will answer it throughout the webinar. Otherwise, I'll wait till the end. So once again, thank you for coming, and let's get started. So what is Digital Horizons? I'm going to start this webinar off with some basics here before we get too far in. I want to show you how to use Digital Horizons for research, but to do that, you need to understand what it is and why it's important first. First and foremost, it is an online archive that is used by institutions around North Dakota. Many of these institutions did not have a searchable digital archive before this was created, and we're happy to make the materials available to all people. Some of the institutions that contribute to the archive are the North Dakota State Library, the State Historical Society of North Dakota, Prairie Public Broadcasting, North Dakota State University, Bismarck Veterans Memorial Library, and many more. Secondly, these institutions all wanted to showcase the region's unique history. The historical items found in these collections are generally about the state and the neighboring states or people of North Dakota. These items show how the region has developed from immigrant pioneers to the thriving communities of today. It also shows the North Dakotans who have moved away from their state and made a name for themselves elsewhere. But it is ultimately used as a resource to many North Dakotans for their own genealogical studies. Finally, this resource is completely free to the user without a login. Because the resource does not have a way for users to create an account, they cannot favorite items. However, as you will see when I show you the website, you can save items to your computer or print them. What are we trying to achieve? The amount of digital records that record this region is not as robust as we would like it to be. So the collaborating institutions wanted to increase the amount of digital resources so that proper research could be done on the region. In the vein of increasing the amount of digital resources, Digital Horizons promotes and supports the access to and use of the unique materials contributed by participating members. Promotion is done in ways like highlighting collections or specific items on social media, or having informational booths at different institutional events. Supporting the access of these materials is simply letting people access them without having to have a login or any other type of authentication, so that all may use the items whenever and wherever they want. Many items throughout the collections come from the different communities within the state of North Dakota. We encourage the public to share their historical items from their personal collections so that all may benefit from the items. Finally, we want to provide user-friendly access to digital collections. People get discouraged when searching online archives because they think that they are difficult to search. But if an archive makes the website just slightly more user-friendly, the research can be done quickly and efficiently. This is just a brief slide on how you can access this website. There are a few ways to access the website. The quickest and most efficient way is to use its URL directly at digitalhorizonsonline.org. If you want to check out the other databases that the North Dakota State Library has to offer alongside this one, you can go through our website at library.nd.gov/online resources. Finally, you can access the website and see highlighted items on Digital Horizons' Facebook page. Just search the handle at Digital Horizons Library. Now that you have some of the basics on what Digital Horizons is and what we hope to achieve with it, I'm going to take you through the website, some of the different quirks with it, and how to search it. All right, so this is Digital Horizons. I went directly to the URL rather than going through any other website. On our homepage, it shows kind of what Digital Horizons is, but it also just starts out with collections. The homepage is a selection of collections from all of our institutions. And as you can see at the top, you can scroll through the collections until you find the one you're looking for. They are not in any particular order. We have it set so that each page has at least one collection from each institution on it. Before we start searching the collections and learning how to use Digital Horizons, I want to show you some of the other pages that you can take a look at. The first one is the About page. This About page kind of tells who our partners are. So the partners are members of Digital Horizons that contribute collections that people can do research with. Our purpose and vision, some of the goals of Digital Horizons, who our audiences are. We really try to focus on librarians, obviously, students and teachers, but as well as just the regular person trying to do some genealogical research or any type of historical research. You can then, at the bottom of the page, next to About, you'll see Partners. When you click on Partners, you get taken to a partner page. So this is everyone that it's at a partner level. We have a partner level, and then we have associate partners as well. On this page, you can scroll through, and it will scroll through eventually, different partners and some highlighted images from them. You can click on More About Our Partners and choose which partner you would like to learn about. You can figure out how to join Digital Horizons. You can also go to our Facebook page, where we share many items depending on what event we want. We try to focus our items on our Facebook page on different events here in Bismarck, in the state, or national holidays. We recently did several for the state Class B and Class A boys and girls basketball, as well as some fun weddings through the past ones for Valentine's Day. If you scroll down this page, you'll see the partner members. You can go to NDSU or State Historical. When you hover over this arrow, you click on it. These are all the collections that the partner has in Digital Horizons. You can browse all their collections at once, or you can go straight to their website. Because the North Dakota State Library is putting this on, we're going to take a look at some of our collections. You can, like I said, you can browse all North Dakota State Library collections at once, and I'll click on that so you can see what it looks like. So we have, with all of our collections, and we have 4 of them. We have 5 of them, sorry, we just added a new one. We have 264 pages. Now, I don't really want to go through that yet because I want to show you a different way to search. So I'm going to go back to our home page. You just click on this logo at the top here, and it'll take you back to our home landing page. So what I want to show you first is how to search all the collections. You can do that right here on this search bar. So I'm going to search, I just chose a very general search term. As you can see, I came up with over 6,000 hits. You can choose, I'm gonna pick apart this page real quick. You can choose how many results per page you want. And it automatically sets to 10 no matter what your search is. You can choose how you want to see the items. As you can see, the squares just give you the title and the image. The square with the lines will give you a little bit more about it. You can search by a sort by. So it'll either be relevance or title ascending. That's what the defaults are depending on your collection. You can do title descending, description, and date created. As you'll see over here though, you'll see that it has searched every collection in Digital Horizons. Everything is checked over here. That's why we have so many hits. Not just because it was a broad search term, but because I didn't choose a specific collection. If you still want to search all the collections, if you are doing research on a broad topic or even a specific topic, and you're not sure which collection to search, searching all the collections is your best bet. You'll get the most hits, and you'll know what everyone has on your topic. You can go down and search by subject. So these are all subject headings that were chosen for this. The creator, if you know who the photographer was or who the author was, if the institution knows it, it'll be set here in this creator section. The date and a format. Format's really important if you're looking for something that isn't, say, an image or a text. If you're looking for a video, you can search the format area. If you know it's, for example, a postcard, you can click on that and it will come up. Or maps. I'm going to click on maps just to narrow it down. So all of these have Bismarck as a search term. And now there's only 13 because I searched just maps. I could choose a creator. I can still choose a date if I want. But through this, you can see 13 isn't a bad amount to search, really. I like to keep things kind of under, it really depends on what you're searching. I like to keep things under 30. But if you're searching for just a broad range of images, having more than that would be all right. All right, so I kind of went through that a little quick, but I'm going to go through another way to search here before we go back to the slides. I'm going to go back to home just to kind of clear everything out. And I am going to choose our collection, our North Dakota County and Town Histories collection. When you click on a collection, every collection will take you to a type of landing page for that collection. It will give you a kind of about, some are longer, some are shorter than others. We put printing tips on ours. Each institution decides what they want to put on this landing page. For this particular collection, we do get a lot of interest in getting a copy of the book. So we make sure we have those printing tips on there so people can have that copy. I'm going to browse this collection. So as you can see, I have it title ascending. So it'll start with anything that has numbers in their title. You can choose title descending. You can choose a location. In many of our collections, we try to make locations a requirement. In county and town history, this is specifically important because people will search for their county, for their town in North Dakota. You can also do date of original. So I'm going to choose date of original. So these are those old ones. The old ones will come up first, 1882, 1883, etc. Now that I have date of original, you can go over here and choose your location. So you can choose more. These numbers here mean how many records we have with that location tag. Every record should have North Dakota and United States tag at a minimum. In this one, we have 32 from Grand Forks County, 31 from Cass County, 19 from Burleigh County, etc. And it is in a descending order. I'm going to click on Burleigh County. So now I have 19 items. I'm still in a search of date original ascending. When you click on an item, it will open up. This one did not open up to the first page because it opened up for my term of Burleigh County. That's why sometimes you have to kind of take a look at it. If you want to go to the first page, you just go scroll up over here and you click page 1. This is my cover page for it. You'll see your object description down here. We have tags of whoever the creator was, a general search term. For many in the county and town histories, it will be city and town life. Some subject headings, locations, a decade, what format it's in, who owns it as the contributing institution, the repository institution. So for our collection, such as the North Dakota Memories Collection, our repository institution changes, the contributing institution changes, the collection, this is a repository collection, so it's a sub-collection that changes depending on different texts. So this one is a town history. We have town histories, we have church histories, we have county histories. So it just all depends on that. Everyone will have a rights statement, so that'll tell you if you can use it for educational purposes, if you can use it for publication purposes, etc. If you want information on a digital copy or get permission, we have our contact information. Each collection will have ordering information there depending on who owns it. The type of material, language, and then the item number. We try to put the barcode, so this is the call number for the item. If we own it, you can look up this call number and come get it if you so chose. Up here, these little green squares, you can download the item. This will download just this image right here. So if there's only one page you want, I suggest doing that. If you want to print it, you can choose this item. This item means this page 1 or all. I'm going to click all. All right, so this is a familiar page to many people. It's an online PDF. You can scroll through here. You can download it up here. Save it where you want to save it. And this is where you can also print it. You can have that little print. So you can print this item for your own collection without worrying about it. You can download it. That's completely fine. For the North Dakota State Library, all we require is if you're going to publish it, let us know. Or publish an item from it, let us know. All right, I clicked on home to get back here. I'm going to show you our memories collection real quick. Got a few minutes left. So our North Dakota Memories collection is compiled of items that we've collected throughout the state. This is by far our most diverse collection in ways of location, because not all the images are based in North Dakota. They can be based in North Dakota, but they could be just of a North Dakotan someplace else. They could be from someone from North Dakota. So, for example, we already have like Louisiana is at the top here. We got a very large collection from World War II from a base in Louisiana. If you go down, I put in a few, I don't know if they're uploaded yet, from the Philippines. We've got some from Guadalcanal. A lot of the ones that are in different countries are those ones that are from World War I or World War II. I'm going to click on an image here, just so you can see what an actual picture looks like. Like before we had this side over here that had a bunch of pages, since this is a single image, we don't have that. You can click on this arrow to expand it. So if you want to get a little bit closer look, if you find an image that you want a higher resolution copy of, you can contact us. You can if it's owned by someone else, you contact them. All the contact information is again at the bottom here at that ordering information. Again, you can download this item, either a preview image, which is very small, medium, or you can just right-click and save the image there. Okay, so now that you kind of know how Digital Horizons works, it's a pretty easy site to search. I know I went through that kind of quick, but it is pretty self-explanatory in the end. I would like to talk about, for us and for a couple of other institutions, part of Digital Horizons, how the public participates with us. The state library puts on events around the state called Scan Days. We are usually hosted by a public library, but we've been to nursing homes, universities, school libraries, and many other places. These events are unique in that we accept all items for digitization. If we can't fit it on a typical flatbed scanner, we bring all of our own scanners. Or it's a three-dimensional object, we will photograph it for our archive instead. So that's to say, really nothing's out of the realm of possibilities. What much of the public likes is that they get to keep their item at the end of the day. All they are donating to us and Digital Horizons is the digital copy of their image and the permission to place it online for research. Many of these items will never make it into an archive any other way because they are family heirlooms or the only picture the family has of a certain relative. Additionally, we give the patron a digital copy of their item so they can share it with family members or just so they have a digital record of it. We involve the public in the items that we don't know. Archives everywhere, no matter what type of archival institution you are, have problems with artifacts that the archivist knows nothing about. In our case, we have a plethora of photographs where we don't know who the people were or even where the photo was taken. Many of these are found in our North Dakota Memories collection that we just took a look at. In order to get answers on these photographs, we have created two separate hashtags, Who Am I Wednesday and Where Am I Wednesday. We all need help sometimes, and these hashtags help us involve the public and learn more about the items in our collection. Clearly, Digital Horizons has a lot to offer and really is a treasure trove to anyone trying to do research on the region. This unique collaboration of institutions has a lot to offer both researchers and others who are interested in small digital archives. Additionally, by involving the public, we get access to items that may never be sent to a brick-and-mortar archival institution. I hope you all see what a treasure trove this online archive is and that you go check it out for yourself. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them now. But if you think of something later on, my email address is here on the slide. Additionally, I'll send out the slides and a recording of the webinar either later today or tomorrow. Thank you all for attending this brief webinar on our online archive, Digital Horizons. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you take it with you to do research or to tell other people about. Well, thank you for attending this webinar. And like I said, if you have any questions, please email me.